Coach, from the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
It's it. 19. Mike, 47. You got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, hey. Get down. Hatchet. Rush in.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 27, Watson on the screen. This is Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Watson now to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A full 40 yards that time on 3rd down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Carter, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go.
Locking the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Set. 19. Check, 47. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey. You don't want none. Watch that. Kill.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Set. 19. Silver. Check. Fresno.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Switch. 54. Check nickel.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. That's on the first-round pick, number 23 overall, Titus Howard. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Back to throw, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans push further out in front. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. A first update now from Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. From the 31, Locke. Sanders has it over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play.
First down.
Let's go now. 60 or.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
15-20. 15-0.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
You got tight right there. Hey, check 24.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They pitch it to Eckler, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down and 11.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll get this to Eckler. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Running on first down, Eckler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Switch, switch. Check nine.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Focus, defense, focus. Hey, alert 3. Check 3.
Now it's Watson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
6 guys. 24. Check 3.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Broncos. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Extra point from McManus is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
On first down, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Adam Gotsis in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson, incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
It's now third down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Austin Eckler, 72 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
And again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by McManus is good. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rock now on 1st down. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Hamilton, the 4th-round pick, had a very productive career at Penn State where he was teammates with Saquon Barkley. And the tandem of he and Cortland Sutton brings some solid youth to that Bronco receivers room. And now the 24-year-old Hamilton hoping to build on what was a 30-catch campaign from a season ago as a rookie. They look to throw. It's Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throw left side, complete to QT. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down. Now pass complete here to Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Out left to Anderson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Locke. Flush to his right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Bradley Roby, the ex-Buckeye, with a corner blitz and the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. On 1st and 10, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Locke. Left side air to Sanders. Emmanuel Sanders. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught by Moncrief. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Kill, 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 kill.
Watson on first down. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Von Miller in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Throwing on second and long. Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Texans take over first and 10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Todd Davis. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Lock now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 26.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Ready. 60 mark, 60 mark, 60 mark. I'm going to come back to you.
3rd and 2, Lock's going to throw. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now this throw, it's complete. It's Moncrief with it. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing again is Watson. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask